So yeah, she don't know nothing that nobody is talking about. She acting clueless, and she was really acting clueless. And that's when I'm like, all right, nah, she got to go the fuck head home, because she used to come over and spend weekends and weeks, summers and shit at the house with us. I'm like, nah, now she got to go. I'm sorry, she got to go, because you around here starting shit. You got people going at it. You got us beefing and shit over, over nothing, because I couldn't even tell. I think she's always been like envious of the relationships, I want to say, that I have in my life and with other people. I don't know, y'all. I've tried talking to her because I want to get to the bottom of it, but she is like, the jealousy I don't know that she has for me is like really deep rooted and is weird. And honestly, that shit was going on since we was like 15, 16. And it's crazy because this shit that still happens now in our adult life. That's why I had to leave her alone. So I'm like, at this point, I can't fuck with the bitch no more. She doing entirely too much. I'm talking about, I haven't talked to her, y'all. She invite me on trips, birthday trips. I don't go. And people be looking at me like I'm being mean to her. But I have every fucking, I'm not, and I want y'all to understand something. I'm not being mean to her. Like, she can call my phone. If I feel like it, I'll answer. If I feel like entertaining, or I don't know. If I feel like entertaining her a particular day, I'll answer. But most of the time, I really don't be having too much to talk about, because I just don't. I'm not being rude to her. I don't even discuss her or even talk about her after everything she's talked about, as far as like spreading my motherfucking business. I don't do shit like that in return. I'd rather just cut you off and just move the fuck on. It's like, life is too fucking short. I'm not sitting around talking bad about somebody that I don't even talk to no more. I don't find purpose in that. I think it's stupid, and I choose to not live or operate like that. But I'm like, it's just been too much shit going on with her. So finally, I don't know, and I'm like, I don't know. I've tried talking to her so many times, y'all. I'm like, I don't even think it's like, I'm not gonna get nowhere with her. We are 40. We are 40. This shit been going on since I was 16, 17. I can't deal with it no more. And now it's bad because, our kids were close. The kids were cool. And now I want to say the kids not as cool as they were. I think it has a lot to do with, the space that me and her in. But at this point, the kids be beefing. And that's why I jumped on here, because an incident just recently happened where, and it wasn't even nothing, y'all. When I mean this situation was blown out of proportion, like to the fucking max. So it was an incident that occurred where she thought my daughter used her dress to apply for some sort of state benefits or something. And instead of her just asking, and I got receipts, I'll pull the messages up. Messages are they can be read differently than, what the person was meaning, to say or whatever. Shit can be mistaken when it comes to text messages. But I read the shit too, and I feel like she was accusing her. She was assuming that she used her address, not asking a question, right? So, that's what started the whole situation. So with that being said, I'm actively talking to my daughter on the phone while, they have been texting. And I told her, I'm like, just ask her, next time, hey, could you ask me a question? And, it sounds like you was accusing me, not asking me shit. And she was accusing her. Why I say accusing? Because she also received, it was a piece of mail. And it was like some voter's registration. Now, come on, anybody who's ever received like benefits from the state, those voter registration cards and shit like that, they send them to any motherfucking address that you ever used, right? I got addresses that I haven't used in years. I probably still receive voters registrations. Not to mention, I fucking deliver mail, and so that particular incident, for the life of me, I could not understand. That's how it started. She thought she used her address. So long story short, next thing I know, my daughter called me back because we had got off the phone after I told her, just, kindly send her a message like, hey, I don't appreciate you accusing me of some shit. Next time ask. So once I get off the phone, my daughter then calls me and she's like, why her daughter called my daughter phone and asking her why she think it's okay to be getting smart with her mom, right? So I'm like, well, how did she get smart? So now the daughters is going at it, and then it's a friend, from my understanding, it's a friend in the background who also is getting in on the shit, and now it's just blown out of proportion because now it started out with an adult and a child, and they should have been able to handle things. I'm like, you couldn't handle the conversation? Like, it wasn't even about nothing, right? What made you? And then not to mention, it was some shit that I now know that was being hidden. So her daughter called my daughter from her motherfucking phone. So that means as soon as you got off the phone with her, remember I told y'all she's super fucking messy. Soon as she got off the phone with my daughter, she must have went and told her daughter the conversation that was had. And next thing you know, her daughter calls my daughter from her fucking phone. I'm sitting there like, where's the adult at? You're the adult in this situation. Why you even let that situation get out of control like that? So now I'm calling and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on, because it was things that was said. It's a friend that's involved. So it's like, come on, man. Like, what's going on? How old are we? Why are you operating like you a fucking 10-year-old? You acting like your daughter, what, 19, 20? You acting like a fucking 19, 20-year-old instead of grabbing a hold of the situation and nipping it the fuck in the bud. You letting this shit escalate because you can't control your mouth. It's just out of control. I'm just sitting here like, yo, at this point, I'm done with the bitch. I'm done. I'm like, this shit been going on for far too long. I be giving so many passes, and I'm constantly keeping my mouth shut when it come to a lot of shit that be going on. I don't speak on because I'm just too motherfucking grown. I be too grown to be addressing little shit, little kid shit. And then not to mention, it'd be pointless even trying to address any issue, because a person to say all this shit when the fuck you ain't around, right? But the minute you call them like, hey, what happened? What was said? Behind my back. Like, I'm on the phone. Like, let's talk. Don't nobody got shit to say now. Everything that they was talking about behind your back, when the fuck you get live and direct, don't nobody got nothing to say. So it's like, well, okay, this is pointless. This ain't even going no fucking where, because you was doing all this discussing behind my back. Address the issue, and it's cricket. So now it's like, okay, this is pointless. There's no point of even, so then I get to the point where I'm gonna be done with this shit, y'all. And it's really a headache. It's like, this ain't my life no more. I don't even live in the fucking city no more. I done moved. I'm living somewhere totally different. I don't see this woman. I don't talk to her. And for whatever reason, I'm still being discussed. I'm talking about, this was my right motherfucking hand. Y'all hear me? This was my right hand. We was tight. I don't fuck with her no more. I can't fuck with her no more. Even now, y'all know I started my YouTube journey. I started talking and creating content and recording videos and doing all sorts of shit. No support whatsoever. I've even seen her pull up to my motherfucking page. I see her in the views. She'll get on that motherfucker looking, won't never fucking like nothing. Nothing, y'all. Nothing. She won't like, share, comment, subscribe. None of that shit. And I'm talking about my right motherfucking man. I'm talking about supportive of anything. The bitch was selling dinners. I'm over there buying platters at a time. Not only that, I'm spreading the motherfucking word. I'm telling everybody, yo, come fuck with her. Like, come fuck with her food. I'm putting people... Nothing, y'all. Where's the love? Where's the support? Why you pretending like you like me and you don't? Why do women do that? Why do women pretend like they like you and they don't? I can't get jiggy with that shit. If I don't like you, I'm staying away from you. I won't say nothing to you. I'm clear. You won't hear from Melinda. Melinda done fell off the face of the earth, okay? That's what happens when Melinda don't fuck with you no more. Melinda then fell off the face of the earth, and that's just that. You don't know nothing about me no more, I could have fucking died. A bitch wouldn't know. You know, it's just weird. But basically, guys, moral of the story is all those things that I mentioned eventually comes out. The lies, everything eventually comes to the surface. And people are not replaceable. All people. You can't replace people. And had you been a good friend, you know, throughout all these years, all these opportunities, all these different opportunities that I've given you to apologize, for us to speak on, you know, whatever was said, and, you know, so that we can move on from it, and you just never took advantage of those opportunities, and you still think that you're going to be a part of my world, like, and I'm still going to come to you and share things with you and spend time with you. No, absolutely not. I've always been one of those people. I don't know. I'm going to make you feel it, because my absence is going to speak a whole lot louder than my fucking words ever did. That's typically how it is. I've experienced that twice. With the cousin, the family member I just mentioned, and in that relationship that I was in. My absence is going to speak a lot louder than words. That same cousin, I receive text messages from her all the time. Phone calls. I can't even recall. Like, literally, y'all, I do not call her phone for anything. Not even to check up on her or see how she's doing. None of that. It's always her reaching out to me. It's always her inviting me to birthday parties, all kinds of shit. Sending me messages, old videos of us hanging out, having a good time. But this whole entire time, the bitch had been being shady towards me behind my back. And she still thinks that I don't know about certain shit that she's talked about me to, told my personal business, hated on me to nigga. She still think I have no fucking clue, because I never said anything. I know. I distance myself. That's why. I distanced myself because of everything that I heard. And not only did I hear shit, I started to feel shit. Shit was coming out. Like, you can pick up on when a person is jealous of you. All those stares. Like, literally, when we were fucking, let's say if we used to go out a lot. Like, that was like my going out partner. So whenever we would go out, like, literally, she'll be on the phone. Well, what you wearing? What you wearing? And at first, I used to be giving it, you know, oh, I'ma just. She'd be asking me, well, what you wearing? And I'll, you know, tell her I'm going to put on some chill shit, right? I'll pull up to her house to pick her up. If she come out to the fucking car and she see that I'm looking better than her, which I don't even want to say it, because it's kind of cocky. But listen, let me just mention, I always look better than her. I don't give a fuck what the fuck I'm wearing. Always. And that's just, you know, I'm keeping it the fuck real. It didn't matter what the fuck I was wearing. I've always looked better. So she would literally come out the house, and if she seen like, oh, I don't know, I look better than her, the bitch would go in the house and change her clothes. Literally. No bullshit. Bitches will secretly, I don't give a fuck who they is. It could be your sister, it could be your cousin, your best fucking friend. Bitches will secretly be in competition with you when it comes to all sorts of shit. I guess I was pulling the niggas that she always wanted to pull. I don't fucking know, but bitch is weird as shit. And if you got a bitch like that around you, get rid of her. Get rid of her. It's not gonna fucking end well. I'm telling you. I don't speak to her at all, y'all. And I finally just said, fuck it, I'm blocking the bitch after she did that weird shit with my daughter. I didn't like that. And then, not to mention, she even went as far as blocking my daughter on social media. My daughter not checking for you. You're my fucking age. She's not checking for you. What made you block her? But you didn't block me? Like, what? It's weird. I'm talking about gossips. Talks about everybody, y'all. I'm just over it. But moral of the story, stop taking people for granted. Don't take people for granted. And then you still want to know what the fuck they got going on, and you want to be a part of their world and shit like that. And then it's just too late. It's too late. Treat people right while you got them here. Treat them right. Love on them while you have them here. Yeah. I don't know. I hope this video helps somebody. I don't know. If you got a shady cousin, sister, friend, whoever, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Don't keep them around. Don't keep giving them different opportunities to fuck you over, because that's all that happens. It's like, oh, I get another chance to fuck her over again. Literally, that's all that happens. It continues. It's like a vicious cycle that continues, and it never fucking stops until you choose to put a stop to it. Something I had to learn the hard way. But yeah. All right.